Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers today, 11 p.m. It's Wednesday today. I forgot what day it was. This is what the summer does to me. My head is all over the place calendar wise. But it is the 21st of June and we're bringing you tomorrow's transfers today. So this is what's going to be in the news on the 22nd of June. I can see all your comments coming through. I can see the numbers slowly rising, and thank you all for getting involved. If I don't read your comments out, I do apologize because obviously there's so many comments flying across. Full Time Devils is in the comments as well saying it's Wednesday. Yes, I know it's Wednesday. What's up, Tanvir, Kendale, Nicholas, Jonathan, Razan, Walker, Richard, Raid, Angry Gamer. Welcome to you all. If I don't read your comments out, as I said, I do apologise. I try and get round to as many as possible. And Callum says, please don't talk about Ronaldo. I promise that's the last time I'll say his name throughout this whole stream. So you guys will be happy as well, because we're not dealing with that here. We're not dealing with that nonsense. Only dealing with the real stuff. Well, I say real stuff. We're only dealing with the rumours that we need to find out what's going on with these ones. With that R word, we know exactly what's going on with that one. So today we're talking Lewandowski, we're talking Talisca, we're talking Badara, we're talking Darmian. Is Matteo Darmian set to return to Italy? That's what we're talking about today. So stick with us guys with tomorrow's transfers today on Full Time Devils, and we'll be giving you tomorrow's transfers today and getting your opinion on all the rumours as well. So starting off with the Lewandowski one, and already I can see some of your comments coming through saying Lewandowski ain't joining Man United. What are you on about? It's just not happening. And I do agree with you. But firstly, let's get into it. So the Sun have gone big on this one. You expect the Scum to go big on anything well, they go big on everything, don't they? That's the way they are. They make mountains out of molehills, and they're going with Manchester United and Chelsea have entered the talks for Robert Lewandowski, the big forward, the big number 9, plays for Bayern Munich, absolutely scores bags of goals. And the Sun are saying United and Chelsea are interested. Now we know Chelsea are looking for a replacement for Diego Costa. We know Manchester United need a replacement for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Lewandowski fits the bill for both those clubs. I'm sure both clubs would actually want to sign him. But let's get to the bottom of this, because the Sun have printed this. The Scum have printed this news story. United and Chelsea enter talks for Lewandowski in the full knowledge, or at least they should have been in the full knowledge if they were journalists, that Bayern Munich had come out with a statement and said that Robert Lewandowski is going nowhere. Robert Lewandowski is staying at Bayern Munich for the long term, and any teams that discuss a transfer with Robert Lewandowski will be reported to FIFA. You hear what I'm saying? Bayern Munich are ready to snitch like that. They're going to snitch. If anyone chats to Lewandowski, they're going straight to FIFA and they're telling them. So United need to relax. Chelsea need to relax. Back off the player. He's obviously not available. Speak to the club first if you do want him, if this is true in the Sun. But as Des Carpenter says, fake news. The Sun is full of it. Front pages, back pages, middle page, everything. Even the tits on page 3 are fake. Everything in the Sun is fake. And I'm counting this one amongst the fake news as well. Man United will not sign Robert Lewandowski. If they did, I would be very, very surprised. I fully expect Manchester United to keep going for Alvaro Morata. That's what the reliable sources are saying. When you look at the DiMarzios of this world, they're saying United are still in talks for Alvaro Morata with Real Madrid. Now obviously the R word may have slowed everything down with his drama, but United are in talks still with Real Madrid for Morata. We've agreed the fee, we've agreed terms with Alvaro Morata, but no fee has been agreed with the club. Once we get that done and a medical, Morata's our man, and I expect he'll be the signing we make to go up top. So guys, please can you hit the like button? Please hit that subscribe button on Full Time Devils video as well. How many likes can we get on this one today? Can I get more likes than Slee and Gaz? Is this what I'm doing today? Am I making it a head to... No, I'm not making it head to head. Just like every single one of Full Time Devils videos. Today we also did a huge debate We spoke about Manchester United versus Real Madrid. We spoke about James Rodriguez. We spoke about the R word. We spoke about Alvaro Morata. We spoke about a various few things regarding Manchester United and Real Madrid. We know that we're playing Real Madrid twice before the Premier League season starts, once in a pre-season friendly and once in the UEFA Super Cup final. So make sure you hit that like button, guys, and subscribe as well, and go and check that out after this one. And while you're feeling generous, subscribe to youtube.com/AdamMcCullough. I'm trying to hit 40,000 subs before the Premier League campaign starts. So that is what we're talking about today. Lewandowski and the Sun's fake news regarding Manchester United and Chelsea talks. Bayern Munich are saying, hands off. Anyone comes near him, we are snitching to FIFA. So that's where it lies with Robert Lewandowski. Now, also, guys, we've been hearing about this chap, Talisca. Talisca's been linked. Now, let me get the story up for this one. Talisca's been linked with Manchester United for a week. I've heard his name linked with Manchester United for about a week. That's how long we've been speaking about Talisca. Now, Talisca linked to United. It seemed to come around because he said he wanted to play for Man United, or he dreamed of playing for Manchester United. Now, this is in the Express, and that his agent has come forward in the Portuguese newspaper Record and said, I have no idea where this news has come from. Anderson Talisca signing for Manchester United is fake news. He's at Benfica on loan at Besiktas, come out and said he'd love to play for Man United, and newspapers around the world put 2 and 2 together and got 6 and said Anderson Talisca is on his way to Manchester United. Well, his agent has come out and said that's not happening. I don't know where this information has come from. When was the last time an agent did that, actually? When did the last time an agent did that? Because surely agents benefit from doubt around their players, whether they'll stay at a club, whether they'll go. If a player goes and they sell that player, then they get big money for him. But obviously, if the player stays and they get a big contract, the agent gets a bit of wedge as well. So I'm surprised that agents come out and said it, but I am happy. Hopefully that'll stop the rumours around Anderson Talisca, although I think not. I really do think not. People are still going to continue to link him with Manchester United because of what he said 2 weeks ago, rather than what his agent has said recently. What a bunch of knobheads. Really. There's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in football that is actually happening, and people still choose to make up these stories. Really do annoy me. Anyway, it gives us something to talk about on tomorrow's transfers today, and it gives me, Steve, and Gaz something to moan about. Although, talking about Gaz may be under a suspension because he released a picture of himself dabbing today. And as far as I'm concerned, that comes with a ban on Full-Time Devils. So Gaz may be suspended. We're moving on to another name that hasn't popped up before on tomorrow's transfers today, at least when I've been covering tomorrow's transfers today. And it's been reported on MEN via L'Equipe. So the story comes from France, comes from L'Equipe. And they're saying Aliou Badara Traoré, a chap that had a trial at Manchester United, scored in a trial game as well for Manchester United, and he's been at the club, training at the club already, a 16-year-old midfielder. He's already captained France's under-17s, and he's been linked with Manchester United and Manchester City. Now, what I love here is that MEN say he's the next Paul Pogba, not realising Paul Pogba's 24 fucking years old. How many next Paul Pogbas do you want to have? There's one still playing. This guy ain't the next Paul Pogba. He's the next Aliou Badara Traoré, and apparently he's on the verge. He's on the verge of agreeing terms. Listen to that. Let me break this down. He's on the verge of agreeing terms. So he's not agreed terms. He's on the verge of agreeing them. So these reports, man. Anyway, L'Equipe say he's coming to Manchester United. He's rejected Manchester City. That's 2 fingers up to them if this is true. And Aliou Badara Traoré will be a Manchester United player. We'll keep an eye on that one. L'Equipe are usually decent for their stories, although I do know they do run a lot of bullshit as well, but they are usually decent, so we'll stick with that one. Finally, guys, the title of this video is about Matteo Darmian, and we've made a little bit of transfer business already. We've brought in Victor Lindelof into our defence, although he plays at centre-half, and we've released Zlatan Ibrahimovic on a free. And now, a player that could be going out and following Zlatan out of the door, at least rumoured to be, is Matteo Darmian. Now apparently Juventus are in for him. They need a replacement for Dani Alves. We know that they need a replacement for Dani Alves. It looks like he might be on his way to Manchester City. But they need a replacement for Dani Alves, and apparently Matteo Darmian ticks all their boxes. Sorry, Chris, for swearing while your mum's next to you. I do apologise as well to your mother. Sorry for swearing. I apologise. I apologise, producer Chris, as well. He's probably pulling his hair out. But anyway, moving on. We were talking about Matteo Darmian. Juventus are looking for a replacement for Dani Alves, who seems set for Manchester City and to be reunited with Pep Guardiola. And they've looked at Matteo Darmian for the man to go at their right back position. Could he be set to leave Manchester United? Well, the story is Manchester United are saying and this is in the Express as well, by the way, are saying to Juventus, you need to cough up some big money. Jose Mourinho doesn't really want to sell him. We know he can cover at left back, right back. He's even played at centre half as well. Towards the end of the season, he was pretty good. And he's a very good choice at right back for Manchester United. Of course, I'd prefer Valencia and Luke Shaw to be playing at full back. But he's a versatile defender, as Akib says. And he's decent as backup as well, like a few of you others are saying. But if he's offered first team football at Juventus, if he's offered to replace Dani Alves, then it'll be a very interesting one whether he does want to leave, whether he does force that move. But we'll wait and see on that one. Could first team football attract him to Italy? And could because he's Italian at the end of the day, isn't he? Juventus are the biggest club in Italy. I don't know where his loyalties lie with those clubs. Obviously, he played for Torino as well, but it'd be an interesting one for him, a big decision for him to make. It'd help him in terms of playing for the national team. And if he played first team football week in, week out, I'm sure he'd prefer that than being on the bench at Man United. But I don't think we should be selling the likes of Matteo Darmian. I think he's a decent player. And towards the end of the season, he was very good as well. Tanvir says Darmian is a good backup. Useful, good passer as well, says Val. Darmian needs to stay, says Joshua. So a few years feeling the same, that we should keep Matteo Darmian. But it's whether first team football can attract him to Italy. And it's the champions at the end of the day. They're probably going to win the league again next season. So interesting choice for Matteo Darmian. Anyway, guys, that is it for tomorrow's transfers today. We've been talking Lewandowski, Talisca, Badara, and of course, Matteo Darmian. Get your comments in below on those transfers. Of course, if you're watching this after we were live, then we are live every night at 11 p.m. UK time. So make sure you join us live one of the nights. Or if you just like watching this back later on, the day after, then suits you, innit? Stick with that. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. Make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils. Make sure you like this video as well. And make sure you share. Also, subscribe to youtube.com/Adam McCullough. Can I hit 40k before the start of the Premier League campaign? And for now, guys, I've been Adam McCullough. I'm out of here. And I am back on Friday. See you later.